The night sky over Washington, D.C. was ripped apart. It was January 29, 2025. The clock ticked past 9 p.m. A sudden horrifying explosion echoed across the Potomac River. An American Airlines passenger jet, Flight 5342, collided with a U.S. Army helicopter. The unthinkable had happened. Twisted metal and burning debris rained down from the sky. Witnesses watched in horror. Their eyes struggled to comprehend the scene. It was like something out of a nightmare. A fireball lit up the night, casting long shadows on the monuments below. The quiet hum of the city was replaced by the piercing wail of sirens. Emergency responders rushed towards the chaos. Every second counted. Hope dwindled with each passing moment. This was a tragedy of unimaginable proportions. 64 innocent souls were on board Flight 5342. They were mothers, fathers, sons, and daughters. Their lives were cut short, their dreams shattered. Among them were members of the Skating Club of Boston. They were on their way to a competition, their hearts filled with hope and excitement. Jenna Han and Spencer Lane, two rising stars in the figure skating world, were gone. Their mothers, Jin Han and Christine Lane, were also lost. Coaches Evgenia Shishkova and Vadim Naumov, a legendary pair in the skating world, perished. The skating community was in mourning. 3 U.S. Army soldiers were on the helicopter. They were heroes, serving their country. Their names were not released, but their sacrifice will never be forgotten. They were on a routine training exercise. It was a night like any other, until it wasn't. The wreckage of the plane was found in the murky depths of the Potomac. It was broken into 3 sections, a grim testament to the force of the impact. The helicopter was found mostly intact. What caused this horrific accident? Investigators focused on the communication between the aircraft and air traffic control. Why didn't the helicopter respond to instructions? Why did the jet lose altitude? The black boxes were recovered. They held the secrets to this tragedy. President Trump expressed his condolences. He praised the first responders but also demanded answers. How could this happen in the skies over our nation's capital? Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy promised a thorough investigation. The nation waited anxiously for answers. This tragedy brought back painful memories. The Colgan Air crash in 2009, the Air Florida crash in 1982, all grim reminders of the fragility of life. The figure skating community was particularly heartbroken. The 1961 Sabina Flight 548 crash, which claimed the lives of the entire U.S. figure skating team, echoed through the decades. This tragedy forced us to ask difficult questions. Is air travel safe? Are we doing enough to prevent these disasters? The skies are becoming more crowded. Technology is advancing at a rapid pace. But are we keeping up? The investigation into the Washington, D.C. mid-air collision continues. We owe it to the victims and their families to find out what happened. We must learn from this tragedy. The future of air travel safety depends on it.